Historia e saj që nisi si një ëndër e bukur për një jetë më të mirë me ardhjen nga Kenia në Shqipëri, në mënyrë legale, tashmë është mbushur me mister. Dhuna e ushtruar mbi Joycein, të veshur me uniformën e kazinos ku punonte, ka lënë pa fjalë çdo që ka dëgjuar për të. Sot, në Real People, Mama Ruthi, siç ajo e thrista, tregon historinë dhe të vërtetat e saj. Ruth, how is Joyce today?
Joy is fine, she's okay. No change in her.
No
She's,
changing?
No, she's just the same. The only thing she can do is breathe by herself. She can also open her eyes, which she is not able to see. And I thank God she's still breathing.
For how long have she been under intense breathing?
From 11th of October
Okay.
up to now, she's breathing by herself.
She can't hear when you talk to her, when you ask her on something. If you want to say to her that, Joyce, it's Mama here.
No,
No.
she doesn't. She doesn't listen. She doesn't hear.
How do you describe, or how did the doctor describe
doctor's
this
word
state?
is
That she's
she's
just
un-
alive?
She's just alive, yes. It's called, she's unconscious and she's still in her coma. Her brain is stopped working. Her brain stopped working.
So her health is not good and she needs intensive care. But let's talk a bit about the story.
Yes,
Your story and Joy's story in Kenya.
yes,
You were born in Kenya, Joyce was born in Kenya?
yes. We are Kenyans by birth.
Where do you live in Kenya?
In the city, Nairobi city.
How was the childhood of Joyce here?
Joy is a very bright child. She's very bright. In her schooling, her performance was excellent all through to high school. And despite Kenyans not being taught French in school, Joy learned French and she excelled in it and even worked in French.
How many kids do you have?
I am a mother of 3 children. I have my daughter Tracy, and then I have my son Tevin, and then Joy, my last baby.
How would you describe your relationship with your 3 children?
I love all of them, yes. But the one who is close to me most is Joy. We are soulmates with Joy.
Why?
I can say that.
Why is she a soulmate with you?
The difference between Joy and my other children is that Joy is always free. She never carries things in heart. She never judges people. She lives easy. She's understanding. She's all a mother would need.
What do they do in Kenya? How old are they? And if we can walk and talk too.
Tracy is 27 years old. She's
27?
married. Yes, married, a mother of 2 children. So,
She's married in Kenya?
yes, in Kenya. That makes me a grandmother.
Okay.
And she's also a casino dealer. And Tevin did IT, diploma, and currently is doing online writing. And now Joy.
And now Joy.
Yes.
Joy worked in casino too.
Joy is also working in casino, and she was also a dealer.
How do you remember her high school days?
Joy was smooth. Joy was understanding. Our life, I remember those days, all of them were going to school. And Joy was called to a national school, which was very expensive. And she told me, Mama, don't worry about school fee because I raised them as a single mother. She sacrificed her good quality education in a national school to a day school. My past has just been difficult.
Të kujdesesh e vetme për 3 fëmijë është shumë e vështirë për çdo. Me sinqeritetin e miksuar me trishtimin që i buron nga syt, Ruth rrëfen se paga e saj prej 300 eurosh në punën si roje është shumë pak, edhe në Kenya.
Anyway, for any single parent who is raising a child alone would agree with me that at times when ends are not, to make ends meet at times is hard, especially like those years I used to be a security officer.
You used to be a guard?
Yes, I used to be a guard. And I raised them through a lot of difficulties. For Joy to reach this far, I was hopeful that my problems and my suffering was over. At least I could. And that was her happiness too. Mama, you've suffered enough raising us up. Now that I've got this job in Albania, you rest. She actually moved me from where I used to stay to another better house.
4 people at the family just living with 300 euros.
Yes. So that means even housing was a problem where we used to stay. We cannot afford expensive house. We could not afford the expensive schools.
When did Joyce start to work?
Joy
Come.
started to work immediately she completed high school. And she told me, Mom, I've always wanted to work and change our lives. I want to change your life, Mama. We have suffered and I hate poverty. I just want me to work and better your life.
Was she struggling with the poverty? Was she always telling you, I hate that we don't have...
She hated it. She hated it.
So this was her main goal. And she's starting at the high school, her first job was?
It was on a Thursday. On Friday, she went to do an interview. That was for a casino. For a casino, yeah. The elder sister had was already working in a casino in Kenya. So the elder sister told her, you are coming to work with me. So that was the first
What was she doing at the casino?
She's a dealer.
A dealer?
A dealer is that person who directs the
game?
The game, yes.
How did she find out about Albania?
We have a cousin. Her name is, her name is Caro. We get a message that from a friend.
Okay.
Hello, how are you? Nowadays in Albania and there's a casino and we want to recruit international dealers.
Okay.
Would you know someone? And then that friend forwarded the message now to Caro. Now Caro applied for that opportunity. And when she applied, she was called. So remember Tracy, my firstborn, also had done casino, dealer. Now,
did she apply too?
Yes.
She applied?
She even came here, yes.
She even came here?
Yes.
And Joy came here in Albania?
After Tracy.
After Tracy?
Yes. Joy came here in February. February 14th.
This February?
Yes, this year.
When she came here,
yes,
she said to you that she feels good. With who she was staying?
When you get a job,
okay,
the company gives you apartment. So she was taken to apartment where they had 2 Ghana girls are staying in 1 bedroom, and her with her Kenya girl, Joy, they are staying in another bedroom. And I say, I thank God.
Were you proud of her at this stage of time?
I am. I am. Even now, I am very proud of her. Whatever happened, the incident that happened to her, I'm very sure, as a mother, whoever did this is feeling very guilty because Joy is a child that does not deserve what was done for her.
So, from February until August when it happened,
yes,
did she support you with money from Albania?
Yes. Every time she was paid her salary, the first person she thought of was me.
Every day was okay? Every day was good for her?
Yes, every day was okay, and every day was okay until August on 1st.
Okay.
Very early in the morning, she told me, Mom, are you awake? And I said, yes, I am. And she tells me, no, Mama, I'm not okay.
Why?
One of the Ghana girls came home from work at 7. Remember, all of them are working at one casino. So one of them came home at 7 and started quarreling her. And I tell her, what have you done? And she tells me, Mom, the mistake that I have done is I ate and left my plate on the sink. I didn't wash it. because I have not finished what I was eating. She was eating fish. I had sent her from Kenya, and I had sent her some hair from Kenya also.
Okay.
So she had put the hairs on the chair in the sitting room, and the fish she had eaten, she had left on the plate. And that girl, when she entered, she was like, "Hey, you, why are you not a clean girl? You are a big girl. You are using this house as if you are staying alone." And Joy was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't expect you now, but I can just move the hairs on one side."
Okay.
"No, how can you be at the balcony? You are seated at the balcony with hair. You have left other hairs here in the sitting room. On the kitchen, see, you have left the plate." And then she replied laughing, saying, "Forget about that plate. That one is my fish. I will come to finish eating it. But for the balcony, I have to use the balcony because these hairs need to be prepared. If I prepare them, I don't want the particles to remain in the house. That's why I need to use the balcony. But for the hairs that are on the seat, these ones I can just remove." Little did Joy know that was the beginning of her problem. That became huge. I have all the communication when Joy had cried and she had told me, "Mom, my life is in danger." I was shocked and I said, "Joy, has it reached to this extent in this short minute? As in, since morning?" And she told me, "Yes, Mom, this lady is quarreling me all through and she's shouting. I've never been shouted at all of my life. I have text confirming this." And I told Joy, "Please take a video. If you take a video of her shouting like that, maybe it will make the person moving people, will move your house." And I thank God it worked out. When Joy took the video, that girl attacked Joy, with all wildness. "You are attacking me, you are videoing me." And when Joy sent me that, I had to take time to view it, like 3 times, 4 times. And I was like, "Oh God, protect my daughter."
How old is she, the girl?
The other girl?
Yeah.
Joy told me she's 35 years. She's from Ghana. Her name is Comfort.
Comfort.
Yes, Comfort.
Ruth, do you feel, please, comfortable? Can I see the video?
Yes, I have the video here. And this video is the one that made even the office to accept to move her to a safe place. So by evening, Joy was moved.
And she was living alone there?
Now she was living alone for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks?
She was alone.
Alone for 2 weeks?
Yes.
Why did Joy use hair?
Because she likes braiding African hair.
Okay.
Yes.
And she was feeling more comfortable with the hair?
Yes. And those hairs are not here. The hairs are...
Can I help you? Okay.
It is here now. Now you see that... Now you see this small one is Joy.
What is she saying there?
I don't know.
Is Joy?
This one is Joy now.
Okay.
Now you see Joy was at the balcony.
You don't know what she is saying?
No.
Is her Ghanaian language?
Yes, that one is Ghana language. When she's grabbing the phone, she's saying, "You are videoing me?"
Okay.
Only that.
Who was she speaking loudly to at this time? To another girl?
She was speaking on her phone. You see, she has a phone here on her hand.
Okay.
Yes.
So she was aggressive to Joy?
She was very aggressive.
Okay.
Yes. And that day, Joy feared for her life.
Why for her life?
Joy did not explain further, but she told me she had cried. She had cried. It was her worst day. And if that is the case, she better just come home. She was tired of it. It was too much for her. I have them even in text messages. Yes.
That she said, if that's like the way that I'm staying here and working here, then I will leave from Albania.
Yes.
What was she saying when she was at the house alone for 2 weeks? Did she had contact with that girl?
No.
No.
When she was moved, she was taken to Flower Residence.
Okay.
At Flower Residence, that day, on first, she was not working, so she reported to work on second. When she went to work on second, the good thing she was told, now, Joy, you are selected to go to work to this other casino. And you will be trained for 5 other new games.
So she got a raise?
She got a raise.
Okay.
Now, remember, on this casino where Joy was, on first, Joy is still working with the Ghana girl here in this casino one.
Okay.
And they are staying in one house.
Okay.
But in the evening, Joy is moved now to Flower Residence.
Okay.
And on second, Joy is also moved from Casino 1
To
to Casino 2. Now there is no connection between
the
Joy
other girl.
and the other girl. Joy tells me, Mom, I thank God. And the good part is that I'm alone and the house has only 2 beds, meaning I will only have 1 roommate.
Only 1 roommate.
Yes.
Did the other roommate come, or she was just
Yes.
staying alone for 2 weeks?
She stayed alone for 2 weeks. The roommate came on Sunday.
What
On
day?
Sunday before 13th.
Before 13th.
13th.
So
9,
13 was
8,
Saturday at 7.
7.
7th of August.
Yes.
Another one
Another one
came in the house.
Yes. Her name is Emily.
What happened that night?
On 13th, Joy was at work. On 12th night, it was on a Friday. She went to work as normal on her shift because the shift always alternate. So this day she went for night shift and she was to come home at 3. So she was home at 3.
She wrote you that I'm going home.
She wrote me, I'm home.
Okay.
Hi, hello, my mama, how are you? I know you have not slept, you are waiting for your baby. And I say, yes, I have not slept. I was waiting for you now. Are you arriving now? And she tells me, yes, I'm just arriving home and I'm so tired. I just want to refresh myself, shower. I have my night dress here I want to put on, just apply oil to make my skin glow, and bed. And she asks me, and you, what are you doing? And I tell her, I was waiting for you now. I'm drinking tea with rice. And she tells me, oh, thank you, Mama. You've just reminded me I have rice. Let me go and warm mine so that we continue talking as I eat.
Okay.
And she went to warm her food. Now you see the shower part is now forgotten. Now she has gone to warm her food. She warms her food and brings it back and tells me it's so tasty. She likes her food. She's enjoying her food. That was the last of my daughter because now she wrote me, that now is 3:25. 3:25 now, I continue writing to her. She did not reply.
Was she alone at home?
She was alone.
She was alone.
She was alone.
The Kenyan girl was not at home.
No, the Kenyan girl was not at home because you stay together, you have different shifts.
Okay.
Yes, they work with the Kenya girl in the same casino too. So at the casino, before Joy come home, meets Emily and tell Emily, now we have finished shift. Oh, hi. Okay,
And then
house is okay.
2 days later, you got the call about the incident.
Yes. On that day, 13th.
Who did call the police? Have you asked? The ambulance. How was informed to come and help Joyce?
Now, on the 15th,
Okay.
that is 2 days after me talking to Joy. Obviously, my body, I could sense something bad has happened to my daughter and I was very worried.
She was not replying.
She was not.
Did you call any of her friends?
No.
You
Her
had no
cousin,
other
I
number?
called the cousin Caro, and Caro has an Albanian number.
And
so
what did
that
Caro say?
number, I didn't find her on,
Okay.
on her number. Now on Monday evening, I get a text telling me we are the HR at the casino. We wish to inform you that your daughter Joy had an accident and she cannot talk to you And we have taken her to hospital. She's in good hands. They are trying to take good care of her. And I call immediately, no answer. I call again, no answer. I text. What type of accident do you mean? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, I spoke to my daughter at 3:25. That was the last text, and she was not going out. She was to sleep. Her night dress, she had even removed her night dress on bed. What is wrong? I was asking myself many questions. That's when I started now to find the other Kenyan girls that I know. I told them immediately, the HR, give me Emily's number, her roommate, because I didn't have Emily's number. I started following about Joy, the other girls that I know. And no one wanted to speak, to tell me what happened.
No one helped at that moment?
That time, no one wanted to tell me the truth. They told me, Mama, we are all traumatized. We don't understand what happened to Joy. We are here at the hospital. It's difficult for us to reach her. They had no explanation, because even for them reaching here in the hospital, there were those restrictions that they couldn't reach Joy.
Okay.
Yes.
The moment she was found,
Yes.
was she with her night dress?
Was uniform.
It was on uniform?
Yes. She is in company uniform. She has not bathed. And I thank God she was on her uniform, because that uniform saved her. I asked this girl, tell me, because I tell Emily, tell me the truth. Who found my daughter? Because you are living with her since Saturday up to today. You don't tell me anything. Now tell me. And then she told me how the other girls, same residence at Flower Residence, but they are staying on that building. If you are here, their window, if you are here, and you look down, you can see there.
Okay.
So she tells me there are colleagues who come from work, and then one wanted to smoke
a cigarette.
So she goes to the window and opened and tell the other girl, they are from Georgia, those girls. And she tells the other girl, I'm listening to a very weird sound down there. Come and help me. Could it be a dog or something? There is a very funny ooze.
Okay.
And at that time, I'm informed that Joy was oozing. And it was taking long for another breath. And so I think the angel just used this girl. This other one woke up. When she stepped at the window to look like this, it's coming from there. And she said, oh, that is our uniform.
Was anyone else there with her?
No.
No.
Joy was sleeping
alone
on the other deserted compound alone.
I just said if maybe you have asked the other girls if someone else was with them. And can I ask you, what floor was she living?
Joy.
Yeah.
Joy is staying here on the second floor.
On the second floor?
On the second floor. Yeah, second. And it's second floor that is so close to where Joy was found. It's not enough to take oxygen out of her head, out of the brain like that. Because it said she lacked oxygen for a longer time in the brain. Okay. Yes.
It was heated or she jumped?
There's no brain damage.
There is no brain damage.
You see like blood clot or something like this, if you do clear. No. The brain lacked oxygen for a longer time.
Okay.
Yes, that longer time, it cannot be explained.
Can I ask you, did Joy told you about any man or any boyfriends or someone that maybe she had feeling for?
I'm not accusing anyone.
Yeah.
This is to be clear.
Yeah.
You ask me if Joy had told me.
Yeah.
And I say yes.
Yeah.
There's this driver. My daughter is beautiful. There's no harm in loving her.
Okay.
This driver was attracted to Joy.
Okay.
And Joy told her she wanted her to be in romantic relationship. Okay. And Joy told her, no, me, I don't want you. I already have another man. So she refused that love.
Yeah, she refused that love, but just so we could know,
Yeah.
was she having another relationship, or she act just to move away the driver?
She acted just to move away the driver.
She was single in real.
She was single.
Okay.
But this driver did not take it, accept it, because now that is the reason why Joy was telling me, hey, ma'am, this man cannot leave me alone. He keeps on following me from behind. Now, following me from behind is what was making Joy fear. Because you know, when you are coming from work and then somebody is following you from behind, it's like stalking. Yeah, that is the word.
Yeah, the stalking.
Yeah, was stalking.
So, was she safe at the building? There were cameras around the building. Did she say if it was secure, the building where she was staying?
Where she was staying is very secure. The only problem that I'm told is at the time of this incident, before August 13, that building did not have cameras. That is what I was told. So whether that is true or it's not
Only
true,
that day the camera did not work.
I'm told that they put camera in that building after the incident.
I see.
So I'm not sure. Before the incident, was there a camera that maybe was removed or taken away after the incident? Or it's true they didn't have a camera? That one I don't know. And another thing, that gate, it has a big gate. This gate is closed from outside. It has to be opened from inside. If you are outside, you must have keys.
What does that mean?
This means for me, the 5 minutes, that time that my daughter wrote me the last text at 3:25, it means that my daughter received a phone call of somebody to go open that gate. Probably she went down and opened that gate for someone she knew very well.
Where are you staying right now?
Right now I'm staying here at the hospital because I cannot leave Joy by herself.
If she has a treatment, she can tell her truth.
Yes, the truth is here. The truth is here. And this damage, this extent was done by somebody here. Please, just do it right. And we come to a close of this case. And help me, help Joy get a second chance of life. I'm already searching for the rehabilitation hospital in Italy, of which I will still appreciate if there's somebody who knows of a neurological brain rehabilitation facility anywhere that we can get assistance to. You can also offer, and you can also
connect and inform.
Connect me, yes.
And whatever.
Yes, because
Ruth,
that is what we need to get out here. Joy get her treatment as soon as possible.
You don't have a lot of money too.
I don't.
So
I don't.
Who is supporting you right now staying in Albania?
The company where my daughter was working.
Okay, they are paying the rent?
Yes.
Did you ask to the company if they could support with some money?
I asked the company if they could support, because initially after we came from the ICU, it was more of physiotherapy.
Okay.
So the physiotherapy, it was required we find a private physio.
Yeah.
When I asked the company, they said no. I asked the second time, they said no. I asked the third time and I told the company, okay, now because it's a requirement and it's the only possibility of healing for Joy, I will have to raise funds because I have no other source of money. And
they did not support Ruth?
No, they told me I go ahead and just do the fundraising because they have not paid for the private, because that one Joy
They are
is
not
insured.
supporting at all?
For medical, no.
Okay.
Yes, they are for this trauma, that is the insurance. And the insurance that Joy had for treatment, for medical, I'm told is for only this hospital, not for private service.
Yeah.
So when I ask the company if they can help me to pay for extra private physiotherapy,
and they said no. You will have all media support, so let's stay updated. and hope for Joy to fight and Albanians to support and maybe, I don't know, live together happy in Kenya or in Albania, wherever she wants.
That's my prayer. Thank you so much.
You have to go to Joy, okay?
Yes.
Be strong.
Thank you.
Për të mos humbur asnjë prej intervistave në Real People, bëni subscribe në kanalin e Euronews Albania.